that my soul, it belongs to you. I just want. Yo, fam, let's get back into this talk on divinity, divine masculine and feminine. Yeah, this idea is so fascinating. I'm so just intrigued about this as I apply it to more things and see more connections. I'm just thinking, like, the whole psychology realm, it's literally, it's a fool's game. It's retarded. Like, you got Maslow and Erickson and all these people and, like, the Myers-Briggs psychology test and whatnot. Like, so I was an INFP, right? Meaning intuitive, introvert, intuitive, feeling, perceptive. And, like, the P could have been perceptive or judgmental, right? Judgmental would have been more of a masculine quality, and perceptive would be more of a divine feminine quality. Meaning, the divine masculine, when it wants to go from point A to point B, right? It says, okay, this is the quickest route. Because the divine masculine makes decisions based off what he thinks. The divine feminine makes decisions based off how she feels. It's intuitive. It is, woo, right? And I'm always like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want to go there. I'm going to move that way. But I'm going to go off, like, how I feel. You know what I mean? And, like, I've just always listened and been in tune with my intuition and feelings, even though my thinking seems to be overdeveloped somehow. But, so, like, breaking down all those psychological tests, you can just get into basically your astrological natal chart and the basically the understanding of archetypes and the divine feminine and the divine masculine would be about 10 times any psychologist could ever tell you. Literally. If you and me went and studied your natal chart, right, and so in your natal chart, you can go to astrotheme.com, or else I might have a link or something, and get your natal chart, and you can see your yin and yang polarity. You can see your full chart and whatnot. And that, plus understanding of archetypes, understanding of astrology, and the divine masculine, divine feminine, tells you so much more about yourself than any psychologist could. And then applying this to your action is stupid. It's retarded. Like, how much you can, like, decipher out here. And my friends, like, why these two principles I'm just, like, overjoyed to really be applying and understanding. I don't know why I never came to this before. Is because these two are like the master keys, because they are the straight lines all things can align to, right? When you're having issues with creation, you need to think about these two principles and see where you're lacking. See which gender in the creative process is off kilter, is not harmonic with the true harmonic. You know what I mean? These are like, yeah, there's something you can align all things to if you can understand them. Anyways, getting into it. The last thing I wanted to say. So the divine masculine makes decisions based off thought, and the divine feminine off feeling. So I just want to give you two examples in an individual to really illustrate these 2 points if you don't have a strong concept of these ideas. So in a male, for instance, a male with an overly developed divine masculine, right, but no feminine principle, right, complete lack of that, which many suffer with, they only have the foundation, but no flowering, right? They are stagnant. They are stuck. They are stuck in old ways of thought. They're stuck and never moving, right? There's like, oh, it's cloudy today. Oh, fuck that man. I didn't like the way he pulled out of there. Like, oh, I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this for the rest of my life until the day I die. You know, I work, eat shit, and die. Or it's like, they're stagnant, they're stuck. They don't have the divine feminine to get things moving, right? Because they only exist in thought, right? And wherever their reasoning and logic could bring them to is where they stop. Because they never had intuition, the feeling, the yin, the divine feminine to move all of a sudden, like spontaneously, based off of feeling, based off an intuition, because it wouldn't make sense to them. It wouldn't make sense in their puny intellect to think differently than what they think right now based off their experience. They're stuck. They're only the foundation without the flowering. Okay? They're only the foundation without the movement. A male that is stuck in only a divine feminine quality without the divine masculine trait behind it is very unsure about themselves, but they almost break at the touch. You know, these very flowery dudes, like they're like just flaming usually, but like no judgment or anything. Everyone has a different yin-yang balance here, but if you lack the yang principle, you're gonna break at the touch. You're never gonna stand your own. You're never gonna stand for what you believe in. You're never gonna stand for yourself, right? People will just like you'll just be tossed back and forth by the current because you lack a foundation. You see, the most important aspect of the divine masculine principle is standing grounded, a fixed flame in your beliefs, a fixed flame in who you are and what you do, your purpose, right? The divine masculine is about foundation and growth and logic and thought. Okay, and you see all these different intricacies here. But so if you're only in the divine feminine principle, you're gonna break at the touch. You're not gonna stand for anything. No one's gonna respect you. And furthermore, you're gonna live in a constant state of anxiety and fear because you lack a foundation. And moreover, looking at the entire reality almost, this is the destruction of the female, this complete war on the feminine almost that happens because the man is not providing a foundation, but in fact is in fact oppressing the woman, right? But the man is supposed to bring her up so that she can flower and take them all to new levels. Anyway, moving beyond all this, we're already pretty far in here. I'm gonna probably have to make a part 3. But yeah, so yeah, psychology is complete bull. It is just like a fracture of what the ancients could have told you about yourself. And like how we think and what is thought. And yeah, so check out like what you ever learned in psychology, like your Myers-Briggs. Say you were an ENTJ. That's what I was like 6 years ago. Then I was an INFP when I graduated high school. ENTJ is the leader, is the it is like the commander, right? The ENTJ is the extroverted, intuitive, thinking, and judgmental. Judgmental not in the sense that you think of, but judgmental being I'm going A to B, and that's how I'm doing it, right? Perceptive like me, it's like, nah, hell, I'm going that way, but like I'm opening doors everywhere. I'm gonna be creative in my approach. And both these have their strengths and weaknesses, right? And it's your balance of those two based off who you are and aligning it with your harmonic resonance. But the ENTJ in its divine state would be the leader, but it would be overly masculine. It would be a lot of yang, right? So, but a lot of like a really good like military leader or commander, or at least a leader in general, needs to be a lot of yang, right? Because they need to be very strong. They need to be very fixed, and they need to set a course for an entire group of people, an entire following, right? And that's what the divine masculine does. It sets the destination, it provides the foundation, and builds. Divine masculine loves to build things. Divine feminine loves to create, perfect, refine, deviate, experiment. So yeah, it's a little bit of psychology and the yin and the yang principles. I'll see you over in the next one. It's going to be on the divine masculine, probably part 4 on the divine feminine. Oh yeah. Peace out, my friends. Thanks for watching. This is Reality Files. if you enjoy what we do here, go check out the Patreon, because yeah, you never know what you're gonna find on there. I am making some blueprints on, right now, mostly on gems from ancient texts and more esoteric knowledge and esoteric understandings, the mystery schools. So as I make these products and packages, I'll be uploading them to my Patreon, where you get to view them for free on my Patrons. And on top of that, if you're a patron of mine, you can always drop any questions, shoot me a message on there, and I just might make a video for you. Anyways, there's a lot more coming. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.